So I just want to preface this by saying this is kind of obviously not the way I want to be filming, but if I don't do it this way, it's just kind of not going to get done at all because I've already started to like take things from this bag. And I said that when I came back, I would go through and show you what I used and what I didn't. Okay, so what happened was the whole system got messed up. I had my cousin, who I haven't seen in like 4 years since she went away to college. She's like, you know, flights are cheap. Can I come see you? And I'm like, I'm leaving in a few hours for California. Want to go to Disney? And I talked her into it. And so we spent like the week together, and it was also like my brother-in-law's wedding. So I wanted to give all of that my full attention. So for the most part, like nothing got touched, which was a bit of a bummer because I wanted to, you know, try bringing my art journal and stuff like that. But I will show you what I did use. So as always, it was just like the stuff in this bag that got used more than anything. This is just like extra card pockets. This is a baseball card sleeve that I was using in my micro. My stick scissors, I love these. And multi-pens, glue stick, my favorite glue stick. I didn't actually use my pencil or eraser for whatever reason. I just didn't need them. And then my mild liners, which I kind of always need my mild liners, and my ruler because I'm weird. Now, I will say this, like, even if I weren't a planner, I would probably still have these just because I have found with a kid, you need scissors. Like, someone gives them a toy or you give them a toy and they need to have it open like right then because, you know, little kids don't have that kind of patience. And like when I take him to Starbucks, I'll get him a drink and I'll like cut open the apple juice to pour it into a cup because otherwise it's like squeezing it and you know how it is. And if you cut one end, then it releases the pressure and it pours out as opposed to just like glug, 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 splash. So yes, there's always a reason to have scissors in your bag. And this I did not end up using. And I was surprised by this because I usually need tape. Even if I pack a glue stick, like, I don't know, I will use one versus the other for different things. But those did not get used. Same thing with my zip printer. Did not get used, like at all. And okay, now I did actually crack this open at some point. I basically, though, I didn't have the time to do too much with it. I used like the stickers I had made in advance. So like this is the prompts for March. I haven't put up the, I don't know if the April ones are up yet. I have to go check. Just that I still haven't finished. And yes, I have like just some stickers I printed. This is actually at Disneyland, so that's fun. And yeah, so not too much got done with that. I think, okay, so I also crochet. Like, I'm one of those pain in the neck people that, like, my friend says that I can do anything with 20 minutes in a YouTube tutorial, and it's kind of not untrue. So I always have like a million things going at once, and I brought crochet with me this trip. So I think in the future it would have to be one or the other, art journal or crochet, because I get very single-mindedly focused on one thing and then kind of can't come off that. My extra washi tapes. I'm like a heavy washi user. So for me, I never really view extra washi as bulk because there are times where I'll go through what's on a card, and I put a lot on a card. In fact, someone in the Simply Gilded group was like, should I buy duplicates, try to trade? I'm like, you know what, save your pennies, because there's always going to be something bigger and better, and there's always going to be a million more releases. And as a heavy washi user, I myself have like 3 or 4 rolls that are currently on their way out. I buy my favorite red glitter washi tape in bulk. Like, I buy 5 rolls at a time and I use it. So seriously, guys, like, don't buy too many duplicates because you never get around to using it. If it's your favorite, then yeah, but otherwise it's just a waste. Okay, this I need to actually put in my bag because I keep meaning to use it. There are a lot of people selling these now, but honestly, you can get them on Amazon, you can get them on AliExpress. They you know, they're gonna run you a few dollars a piece and they come with like a tassel. I just put like a bead on it. People are charging like a ridiculous sum for them on Etsy, and I applaud the entrepreneurship, but I also feel like you really shouldn't pay for something you can make yourself. And there are some people who are just selling them as is with the tassel on there. So like, what's the point at that stage, you know? So I just bought these. I bought a 2-pack off of Amazon, added a little charm, called it a day. And then this one, so it didn't really get, like, I filled this out and then I used it for one day, and I really actually liked this spread, and a lot of people actually liked this spread. It was the day after St. Patrick's Day, or 2 days after. I kept getting so confused with what day that was. Yeah, so I didn't end up using it, but if you have been wondering how to use this layout, this might work. I liked it. Yeah, my pen was not working. I liked it for vacation, for Disney World. And I am actually doing a tutorial on how to make your own inserts custom for Disney World. So if you go to the parks a lot, that might be relevant for you. Or if you just vacation a lot, or you want to learn more about making your own inserts, that might be a good video to check out. These are in here because they were in my zipper bag, and so obviously these would have been used. And I have so few stickers left, guys, like seriously, because I ended up using so many of them, and I gave a lot of them away. This was a free printable, and they just did not print out nicely, and the image quality isn't there. It was a freebie. This is Victoria Thatcher, and so of course the image quality is there. Highly recommend her site. Tons of freebies. My son never used these, which is really weird. And just a clip. This is like from the Planners Anonymous kit, and I was like going through it, and I just kind of tossed these in here because I won't use the alcohol stickers. And then I threw this in here just because my husband is such a smart aleck. It's a hi, my love. Like, yeah, okay. And then I buy the little like charm bracelet ones. I know Leah was saying that she does the same thing, and she was joking, like, you know, she's the same age, the same size as all the little kids there. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of tower over them because I'm 5'10", so we're like opposite ends of the spectrum. And I actually think this is probably good for people to see, because if you watch Leah's micro videos, you might not think that a micro is that small, but it really, really is. I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. She's very petite and I'm very tall. So yes, and I'm sure like the camera angle is all wonky and stuff. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I asked my son what we should put on this, and he said naughty things. So I put secrets and lies. And yes, I know I did bad things, and I kind of like messed up Lent. I bought a couple of things. But then I have my stickers here. Like this one, I forget what happened. Like we weren't sure what we were gonna do. And so, yes, the rubber ducky race. These are from Michael's. They come in like that like sticker wallet. I made those. What's the plan? And I used this for a few days. And I really liked the micro size, actually. I think I can make a micro work at Disneyland, but it would not necessarily work well at Disney World. Star Day, it's my son's Star Day. That was last week, Star Day. And yes, I ended up using this when I got back home too. So this worked well for at home. And then, yes, last Disney Day, that was sad. And my cousin Una, like I could not get that girl to eat or drink anything. So yes, Starbucks with Una. And you know, she just kind of held her water bottle while I loaded up on sugary beverages. And then I had this is the planner I left with. And I ended up like not staying in it for very long. I think I shared this with you guys. What's weird is I would ordinarily use a lot of the sticky notes, but I didn't end up using any this time. So that's kind of odd for me. Like this whole trip was just weird. And then I think I'm going to probably share some photos of this on social media because I really am pleased with how some of the spreads came out. So if you've been looking for how people use this one in their planner, I really like it. I'll probably use this layout again. And I think this is like, no, this one. This one might have been my favorite. As you can see, like for me, a big part of making my layouts look nice is ink. I know some people like the consistency of all black ink, but again, if you're dyslexic like me, that can maybe sometimes cause all the information to blur, I guess, might be a good word to use. And breaking it up, like I can see at a glance, okay, that's two separate things. So even if I'm like confused about what I myself wrote, I know I've got two things there. So slow down and pay attention. And then this was St. Patrick's Day week. And I ended up hating this because I started doing this and I had no direction. So then I'm like, oh great, I wasted the booklet. But I think I'll probably go back and just finish it out and do one last week in it, because I really did like how this one came out. And then more stickers. Yeah, so now I feel like I can put everything that was in here away, and kind of get back to work on clearing out my craft room. That is still a work in progress. I will try and do another video, like a progress update in here, but things got stalled when I started sewing for my brother-in-law's wedding. He and my new sister-in-law were being smart Alex, and they're like, huh, because I was sitting there at the table crocheting, and they're like, did you crochet your dress for the wedding? I'm like, huh, no, I didn't, but I did sew my skirt in a couple of hours. And they're like, yeah, you're funny, I'm funny. Okay, so as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and any questions, comments, anything, leave that down below. I will try to film a favorites video. I don't know when that will get up because I am working on filming insert tutorials as well. I always have a million things going on, but suggestions of everything, just leave it in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. All right, bye.